Aqib, just been watching you move around with a young kid who's just signed for VIP, young Leon Cooney.
Leon Cooney.
Very good kid.
Yeah, he's not bad. Good fight, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very stylish, isn't he? Flashy and hands
See,
down, good movement.
Amateur style, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, no, I think he'll do a good signing to Steve, that.
But you look really good there, because you seem to be perfecting this. You came into this pro game with a very similar style anyway, but you've just seemed over these, as we were just saying, you were talking with Jamie there, it's 3.5 years now, since you, over 3.5 years since you first walked into this gym, to move around and spar with Carl Frampton.
2018, wasn't it? I was 18-year-old. I'm at 22 now, yeah,
Do you feel all grown up?
No, really. 22, and I'm still young. But I feel like, change, yeah.
Yeah, but did you feel like that with man versus boy in there?
A little bit, yeah. I could feel like I could see him doing things that I used to do, and I'd get done to me. I was doing to him. So yeah, it's weird, like, but it's crazy, like, good experience for him. I think sparring someone like me, and which is weird saying that because I'm only young, like, but
the experience that you've gained in these 3.5 years since you walked into this gym, you couldn't really buy anywhere else, could you?
Yeah, no, he's a good fighter and doing good that, sparring like that. I think he should, keep going, sparring different pros up and down the country and that.
Yeah, I've heard good things, and I was impressed with him, but I was also very impressed with you. And considering, you had a horrible 12 months, boxing wise, not too bad. You've had your first 2 8-rounders on big stages, but going into that last fight, your mum was really poorly, wasn't she, mate?
Yeah.
And a few days later she died, didn't she?
Yeah. It was a hard fight, that one. Not physically, mentally more than anything. And then obviously mentally.
Well, Jamie wanted to pull you out, didn't he? But
yeah. Jamie and Nigel, yeah, I remember. You know what? I don't know if I'd never mind be here. Definitely wouldn't have been in that fight, but I don't know if I'd be here without them. Yeah, it was hard, but it just makes you stronger, doesn't it? Getting through things like that.
Well,
something that you shouldn't really have to go through.
You shouldn't have to go through it, mate. But you're right. If you can take a positive out of it, I don't know what that is, but obviously it looks like you have done. And I know you were seriously upset. You ended up damaging your hand, which is why. Hence, I think we've got a new date for you. You're going to be testing everything out on June the 18th, is it?
Yeah, 18th of June. Back at
AJ Bell.
AJ Bell, one of the VIP shows. It's been a while on it. Just glad, mate. Thank you to Steve, and obviously Matchroom and that to let me, just get back out, and more for just myself really, just to get out and have a date, have a goal. It's been a long time, I feel like I need to be back in there, not just for my own career and whatever, just for myself, for my own mental health and everything, and for my family. We need something to look forward to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not just fighting for myself.
Pull it all together.
Yeah, I'm not fighting for myself anymore. I always fought for, to make them proud and stuff, but now it's different. I'm fighting for them all, Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got a big family and you all live together, don't you?
Yeah.
And you're all close. Like say, your little brother, who's not so little now, he's entered into the boxing game and become an amateur himself, hasn't he?
Yeah. So he's been around me his whole life. So obviously growing up, been to all the fights. You heard him screaming in all the old videos of me with his high-pitched voice as a kid. And then after my mum passed away, I don't know, I think he just found a focus, a distraction, and then he started boxing, and he just kept begging Hassan, my big brother, who's our coach, my amateur coach, and obviously his amateur coach now. Just kept begging him for a fight, saying, I want to fight. And my mum always said to us, we had him a few skills bouts when he was a kid, just as a bit of fun, just to teach him like lessons of life really. And then my mum always said she didn't want him to box, and then he kept just pestering us, and then he had I think he's had 2-3 fights now. We even entered him in the ABAs and his 3rd fight, which he shouldn't have really been in, but he wanted to, when he kept begging. So, and he keeps turning up, keeps showing up. He's in the gym all the time. He's always asking me, can I train? And he starts his apprenticeship here soon as well.
So he's going to be coming down here training with you here?
Yeah. So with Mikey,
Mikey?
Yeah.
Jamie's son.
They both can do. Mikey's already started. Active starts here in I think June, July. Starts here. Once he finishes his year at 6th form, and then he starts here, and then I think really good for him. He'll improve as a fighter. He'll learn loads, and it'll be good for him. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about you. I mean, obviously, the fight was by the time you step through the ropes, it's been close to a year, probably about 11 months since you last fought.
It feels like 5 years.
But it has, for you, been arguably the longest time you've ever been out of the ring, you know, from when your mum dying, damaged your hand, to when was it that you got back sparring again?
Just Ramadan. So my first spar back was actually Joe Cordina.
That's what I was going to get to,
So
Joe Cordina.
Obviously my fight was in the first week of August, so my last spar was probably July. So my fight, my mum passed about 10 days after the fight. My best mate passed a couple of days after her, and then I just bust my hand.
How old was your best mate? He was only young, wasn't he?
25.
So you're Assam's age?
Yeah, younger than Assam. Assam's 28.
So he's in between you two
us
then?
both, so he was like our best mate. He was in our house all the time. And yeah, it is grave and my mum's grave side by side. It's it's crazy, but yeah. And then bust my hand, and then I was obviously in and around the gym, but I couldn't really train. Had the operation in November. I was supposed to fight in March. Probably started training a bit too early. Messed it up again.
Show us your scar, by the way.
It's not the best, is it?
Badge of honour, that mate. Badge of honour.
Yeah, war wounds. But yeah, and then my first spar back was during Ramadan. Jamie was like, "Listen, I know you can't spar during Ramadan, but they've asked for some rounds." And I was like, "Listen, we can make it work, you know. I just want to be back in there." And good 6 rounds with him on that. I think it was a Wednesday, and then Friday again. Yeah, 6 rounds both days. Good.
How did you find that?
Good, yeah, really good learning. Like you say, like that kid today came here to learn and get better. You know, for me that was because he's fighting for a world title. And he Joe Cordina.
Yeah, I know.
So it's good to be in there fighters like that. Yeah.
Well, like I say, I'm so happy that you're back. Like I say, I know you've had, as we mentioned before, a horrid time, but it looks like you're learning to deal with it and cope with it, and hopefully this is with the experiences that you had with those 2 8-rounders and watching a spar like today, mentally you seem much more mature now, and maybe this is going to benefit your boxing career.
Yeah, going through what I've been through, and you have to mature and realise, you know, life.
But at 22, no young man should lose his mum. It's a horrible thing to happen, but like I say, you know, you're trying to make her proud of you. I know she will be, and hopefully I'll be chatting to you on the 18th of June in Salford. You're saying win number 8?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know, man. I can't believe you remember the top of your head.
It's wow. I
know, yeah.
But I when I was thinking back, I remember because it was the night, your last fight was the night Jazza and Kid Gallard fought, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
So, it's a long time ago.
I know, yeah. Things that have happened from now and then, yeah. Crazy.
Oh, well, listen, this is the best place for you to be.
Yeah.
It is, it's like an extra part of your family, isn't it, mate?
No, they are family, yeah. They are, it's true. Yeah.
And they've always got your best interests at heart, so hopefully you can march forward with these, and maybe in 2023 go for those small titles, mate.
Yeah, no, I'm up to whatever Steve wants, whatever, you know, Eddie and the boys want. I'm not too bothered. Like always, that's always been the case for me. You know that. I'm just glad to be back doing what I do best.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
See you on 18th. Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.